Do you still chase the pump?
The pump is always out there. You always have to chase after it, yes.
Hello and welcome to the Pump is Full podcast. I am with Hudson Chuck and our newly brother Cal. Congratulations, Cal.
Thank you, Spencer.
You're welcome. All right, so today, it's been a while. Sorry about that, fans. We have Thanksgiving and exams and things like that. It's just been kind of rough, but we're back. We're at you, and we're ready to talk about some football. I just wanted to. So my plan for this episode was for us to kind of go over a recap of some games from last week, kind of where these teams are standing, and then have you guys messed with the the playoff machine at all?
My whole history class on Tuesday.
I love just seeing people put their 5-7 teams somehow sneak them in the playoffs. So talking about playoffs, one team that people are trying to sneak in the playoff are the Bears, who are 6-6. They played Detroit. David Blau had his coming out game for about a quarter, and then didn't do too much after that. But I wanted to say just some notes on the Lions. I think Bo Scarball was a really good pickup for them. I think he's going to be a solid just complement to Carry-On when Carry-On gets healthy. I don't think the Bears go in the playoffs because I don't think 10-6 that division or the NFC is so tough. But I don't know if you guys had any more thoughts on the Bears right now. That's kind of where I'm seeing is they're in a very difficult spot where they need a lot to go right for them to get to the playoffs.
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Are you messing with the playoff machine right now?
yes. They're in or they're not in right now. But there's no team behind them. They really just have to beat out the Rams and then I don't know, the Vikings or the Packers. They just have to get second in their division and they're in.
Yeah, but the Vikings got that 2-game lead. There's no way San Francisco or the Seahawks. That's also we'll get to that. That's insane that San Francisco went from the 1 seed to the 5 seed.
No.
Dropped that much. But I just can't see them sneaking in at all.
I gotta give Mitch props. He had a nice Thanksgiving.
Oh, I'm pissed about
He
that.
had a good Thanksgiving. 338 yards, 3 touchdowns, 75.2 QBR. Pretty good. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I was very disappointed by that. I wanted the rant. We didn't get the rant, but we'll move on to this. Cal,
Do you think?
Next
wait,
week.
about them. Oh yeah, maybe next week. Do you think? Let's say they don't make the playoffs. They miss out, but they're close. You think they get rid of him?
So that's a tricky situation with that because you should not get rid of Mitch if you don't really have a better option, or in a known better option. If they could have somehow got Cam Newton before Kyle Allen, I feel like Cam Newton's now might actually stay.
I think he might stay because I feel like whatever coach they get is gonna be I kind of want that guy. That guy won MVP. That guy went to a Super Bowl. Kyle Allen hasn't done shit.
I was thinking about it. So they would have to. The Bears could not trade for Cam. I just do not think they would give another first-round pick just because they've already lost their last 2 on Khalil Mack.
I don't think anyone would give a first-round pick for Cam Newton.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Panthers are, and I don't think they're going to give a second either. I just don't think they're going to want to use the draft capital. So they would have to have Cam Newton get cut. They don't have to pick him up. But I don't know if unless they drafted a quarterback, which
I don't know.
probably
Actually,
can't.
I don't know. Well, if we're talking Cam, this is different, but if we're talking Cam Newton, I think there actually is a possibility he probably won't be there. I think it depends on how the Panthers look at this. If they look and they're we're kind of close to still being a consistent playoff team, whatever, and we're not gonna tear this down. They could look at it, bring in a whole new coach, and be well, we still have Christian McCaffrey. He's young. We can build around him, and kind of tear it down a little bit, draft a quarterback. But I feel that's the less likely thing. I feel whatever coach is gonna want to keep him.
Yeah. I mean, it's all who they bring in because Ron Rivera got fired, which was kind of caught me off guard. But we'll just kind of see from there. Moving on to Bills, Cowboys. Cal, I'll let you take this one over real quick.
It wasn't good. But they're going to bounce back against the Bears.
Do you think they're gonna fire Jason Garrett?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, if we have to sacrifice this game tomorrow night being the Thursday night game, and it means Jason Garrett gets fired before they...
You mean the
Before
game
they-
tonight?
It's on Thursday night. Oh, you're listening to this on Thursday. Yeah. Tonight, if I have to sacrifice a loss to get him fired, by all means, let's tank.
I think. Well, you guys.
Cole Beasley revenge game.
Cole Beasley actually had a
110
great
yards.
game against you all. 110
Revenge
yards,
game.
touchdown. Philadelphia gave you all a gift. You guys
They
lost
to the Dolphins.
yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
I think it's the fact because I still like Dallas's defense for the most part. I like a lot of the pieces they have. I like their front seven. The fact that Buffalo put up 26 and their offense just sucks. Devin Singletary had a good game. Cole Beasley had a really good game. I don't know how he did that. And Josh Allen was just being himself running around out there. I think their kind of shitty offense looked less shitty. And so it's this thing I said. The 5 best defenses I think in the NFL right now, probably the Bears, Bills, Patriots, Steelers. Did I say all 5?
Ravens.
I actually wasn't originally going to say Ravens, but theirs is pretty good too. And the 49ers, okay. But right now, let's just say based on those 6 teams, I'll throw in the Ravens because their defense is looking good. Only the 49ers, Ravens, and I don't even know if the Patriots offense has not looked good, but I guess I'll throw in the Patriots. Their offenses are all good enough to get them to this Super Bowl. The rest of the team all have elite defenses, but I don't know. We'll have to look at if Bills can keep some level of a good offensive scheme. I could see them making a deep playoff run, but like I said, that needs Josh Allen to ball out, and he has pretty weak receivers, so kind of see how that goes. You got any thoughts on this, Hud?
Just like the Bills in general, this game.
Just I'd say more the Bills in general.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're a good team. Like, that defense looked good. Trey White's looked really good. Ed Oliver looks like a great draft pick. I think they're a good team. Like you said, they lack talent, like, kind of the skills position in general. Like, yeah, they've had backs that have got done all year. Like, the receivers have been solid. But come, like, playoff time, this isn't a team, like, I would trust.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on over to you, Hudson. Saints, Falcons. I think what we've learned is Young-Hoo Koo, onside kick specialist.
Great
Legend.
pronunciation, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you can't take a positive away from this game, then I don't think you're trying hard enough. Matt Ryan. Oh my God,
I don't have much to say about that. I mean, Young-Hoo, he was great. I don't want to say his name.
Young-Hoo Koo.
Julio not playing, kind of disappointing, but, like, keep him healthy. I've heard people be like, you should shut him down for the rest of the year. He's too much of a gamer. He won't do that. But Matt Ryan, not great. But, like, the offensive line looked like shit. They looked really bad. They have 9 sacks. That's not good.
Do you think they're gonna draft a running back?
Yeah, they need a lot of help. But I think, well, I'm still mad that they didn't trade Freeman at the trade deadline. Like, Detroit wanted him. I don't know why they didn't dump him. Whatever. I think they'll draft a running back. They have so many issues, though. If I had to guess right now, they'll probably take a running back somewhere in the 3rd round. Someone like a J.K. Dobbins or someone like that out of Ohio State. But all around, I mean, I still think Matt can ball. I feel like he's mentally checked out a little bit. Like, he's had a rough year. I don't have much to say about them. Fuck the Saints, though.
Yeah.
And fucking Taysom Hill. I hate you.
I want to say Calvin Ridley. I think he's.
Shout out Calvin Ridley.
He played in a game.
He's a beast.
He put 8 catches for 91 yards. He played really well in this absence of Julio, because everybody's like, well, Calvin Ridley's going to get all the targets. I mean, I'm sure like some of it was in I watched it, but I don't remember exactly when he got his catches. But I'm sure there was a couple where it's kind of in garbage time. But still, the fact that he could get some level of production out there.
He almost had 100 yards. Like, that's good.
That speaks a lot to him. I think Saints definitely, they're in the 1 seed right now. Probably at worst going to drop to the 2 seed. So we'll kind of see how that goes for them.
I'm not saying this 'cause I hate the Saints. I don't like this team come playoff time. There's just two or three teams I would take ahead of them. I don't.
Seattle and 49ers are. I think they're.
I think the Saints are legit, but when it comes playoff, they seem like a little fraudulent. I can't speak. Like a little
fraudulent.
Yeah, to me, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think they're good. The fact that they got this, they're 10-2 this far, I feel like they've had a pretty a good schedule.
I think
they're
good, but yeah.
Actually, I'm looking at their schedule. They beat the Texans.
I mean, relatively, they get to play the South, which
they beat the Texans week 1 also.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks week 3.
I know this is all a long time ago. They haven't had a real test in a while.
Did they have another one?
When they won in Seattle, that's impressive, but that was week 3. Since then, it's been pretty easy.
Yeah, Bucks, Jags, Bears.
I mean, I think they're good, but they don't.
They lost to the Falcons.
They don't pop to me like the Seahawks and the 49ers do.
Mm-hmm. Moving on, I'll take over this one. Steelers, Browns, revenge game, Steelers. Duck Hodges, he had an insanely good deep passing game with James Washington. I can't remember what the stat is, but it's pretty much a plus 100 passer rating when throwing deep balls. He's everything you could have wanted. Our boy Benny Snell had a really good game, got his first touchdown.
Shout out Benny.
Freddie Kitchens, just that defense is legit too. Steelers got in a 10-0 hole, and then scored 20 straight to win that game 20-13. That defense is impressive. Shout out Joe Hayden. Shout out just that defense in general. T.J. Watt and Minka, both potential defensive players of the year. Bud Dupree, our boy, got a strip sack fumble again. They just been. I think the Steelers have been balling out.
Anti shout out to Odell Beckham. You only had 29 yards receiving.
God, they were talking so much shit, but
why don't they give him the ball?
That's insane. The Steelers defense is actually.
Well, they're good. Legit. I know, but this is the whole season. He isn't.
Do you guys know who Brett Coleman is?
No.
He's this guy I watch a lot and follow on Twitter. I watch him on YouTube. Minka So Minka Fitzpatrick, he said in zone coverage, has more interceptions than allowed catches, and then in man coverage he's given up 2 catches. It might be less than that too. Minka has just been such a difference maker. I think the Steelers are probably going to get the 6th seed, maybe, and I mean maybe win their playoff game against whoever's the 3 seed, but I highly doubt it because it's going to probably be Kansas City, and they're their offense is just even though we'll probably shut them down for a portion, their offense is just too good for us. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be I think we'll get in the playoffs, but I don't think we're going to do much with it. But it's at least an improvement from where we were supposed to be.
Who's going to be the starting quarterback next year?
So it's definitely going to, if Ben's healthy, it's going to be Ben. Unless Duck just starts throwing 5 touchdowns a game, it's going to be Ben.
Will Duck be the backup?
That's what I'm actually interested in seeing. I think Mason Rudolph wasn't playing bad until I don't remember. Not the helmet, not getting whacked in the dome piece. But he wasn't playing too bad, but then he just got on a really ugly stretch, and he's just not dynamic. I've looked at him; he cannot move in the pocket. I thought he first game I watched him, I'm okay, he's moving around. He just holds the ball. You cannot hold the ball for longer than 3.5 seconds, if that, in the NFL, and he'd be holding it for 4 or 5 seconds. And our offensive line's good, but it's not that good to give you that much time. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Duck for the rest of the season. Unless we draft a QB, it'll be a healthy Ben Roethlisberger will be the starter next season. I don't know if you have your boys Garrett and Baker. I don't know if you have any takes on them.
Work in progress. Sophomore slump.
Sophomore slump.
Yeah, it's nothing to worry about.
I think
He'll get it going.
Freddie Kitchens should be fired.
Yeah.
He's just not a good coach. Like, he's proven his incompetence. Him wearing that shirt that said Pittsburgh started it. Like, if your players are doing it, it's not a good look, but that's one thing. But you're a head coach. Like, that's just unnecessary drama to bring in the locker room.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly don't even care that much, but it's more of just like how the media is gonna take their take on it. Moving down, Redskins, Panthers. Did you guys know Josh Norman is on special teams?
Josh
No.
Norman.
Yeah, he got demoted to special teams.
Good.
I saw.
I've
That's
always hated him.
that's insane to me.
Have you not?
He had one good year and then got the bag dropped on him by the Redskins.
I just don't like his face.
Like,
You remember when him and Odell got in a fight?
that was so hype.
That shit was wild.
That was like they were just going. I think they trash talked or something, and they just like were going at it that whole game. And Odell, like, I think he
Bro,
had,
Dwayne Haskins had a 9.7 QBR.
and they caught a dub. Oh, that's on. Okay, you keep saying that. That's on like ESPN, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like the
Like, there's not as, like...
the NFL one's
specific.
like 69.9.
Okay.
Nice, but
Nice.
but like that one's so different because
What's the best you can get on that?
the best on this one's 158.3.
What do you think the best on this is?
100.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That's different. Darius Geis, oh my God, he balled out.
He's on my bench in fantasy, so that's pretty fun.
Oh, we'll get
Cool.
into fantasy. I have some words for you, Hudson.
Uh-oh.
I have some words for you. Not much to say honestly about this.
We can move on from this game. It's a lame game.
Yeah, I was gonna say not much other than that. Panthers just dropped the ball. Guys popped off. Jets Bengals. Oh my God.
Congratulations, Cincinnati. You've won an NFL game this season.
Shout out Aiden Shannon. Who day?
I am. I'm so stunned. Like, I'm actually shocked. Jets were actually kind of looking good. They were on a 3-game win streak, I want to say. Darnold's been looking good, and then this game happened.
Yeah, they were running the table, and then I don't know. Cincinnati Nightlife's kind of undefeated. Me and Hudson have seen it firsthand.
The fact that the Jets have 2 losses against the Dolphins, who were 0-7 at the time, and the Bengals, who are 0-11. The Red Rocket came in, balled out. They put
He's
up
waiting on his moment.
I'm so at a loss, especially because I have Le'Veon Hudson, and when we have this game, I need him to pop off. I can't have him going 10 for 32. He's been so bad this season. You were smart for trading him.
Yeah, you should have traded him.
I
You should
really-
drop him, honestly.
I'm not gonna drop him. It's either him or Philip Lindsay, but he has his like
We're in his head.
he has a 589 yards, 3.2 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns rushing. Like, it's insane. I don't know if it's him or the line or both, but I'd imagine if the line sucks, but if he was really as good as he's supposed to be, he'd at least be like having some sort of better production. I don't know. I don't have anything else on that. That's
Robbie Anderson with the 100 yards on the day.
That-
Hey?
I mean, it's that Bengals defense. I don't think it's that good, but I guess that's something. I need more touches from Le'Veon. I'm pretty biased on this.
Also, the Bengals had a safety this game, so that's cool.
Good for
Yeah.
shout out defense scoring points.
Hooday.
Hooday, baby. My favorite thing is like when I go to Steelers Bengals games, is when they chant Hooday gonna beat them Bengals, and I'm always like just a smoke.
Whoever's in their stadium.
I'm like the Steelers every time we fucking play.
Yeah.
Moving on, Titans Colts Tannehill.
Are we still going?
Yeah, we're still going. I was really scared. we
Let's go.
Tannehill, this switch has been so good for them. I mean, Mariota, I didn't think they really should have made the switch, but that's why I'm not a head coach, because he's been balling out. He's been putting up fantasy numbers for me. Not so much this week, but just in general, he's good. He had a 131.3 passer rating.
They played themselves, though, because, like, him being this good, they're going to keep him now, and
They're about to pay him.
they're going to pay him, and I don't think he's actually very good.
I
But,
was not impressed by the Titans this game,
No.
just because. So they had a blocked field goal return for a touchdown. So, like, let's say take that away. That's like
Shout
a
out
swing-
Derrick Henry, though.
Oh, no,
He's
I
a
was
beast.
gonna- yeah, I
He's
was
a
gonna
beast.
do
He's a
that.
beast.
That's a swing of 10 points right there. So, like, they won by 14, and then Vinatieri missed, like 2 other kicks, or another one was blocked, something like that. So, like, if special teams just did their job like the Colts won. So
Derrick Henry's last 3 games, his rushing, 23 for 188, 2 touchdowns. 19, 159, 2 touchdowns. 26 for 149 and a touchdown. He has just been a beast. I called this last year when me and my friend drafted him on our fantasy team, and he sucked for the first half and went off the second half.
The old Vince Young method.
I might be the running back whisperer. That's all I'm saying. Just want to throw that out there. Talk to me about running backs. I predicted Melvin Gordon
Colts
this
are-
year
predicted him doing what?
coming back
Ah.
in time for me to draft him in the 3rd round.
His bank account's what got him back. He needed money.
Colts are done.
Colts are lame. Still lame, like I said a couple weeks ago. They're going downhill. Like they have.
Might as well throw Chad Kelly and see what he can do. See what he can do.
I would.
Frank
What's
Reich.
more boring than being a Colts fan? Like honestly,
They're the most boring NFL team.
I can't think of anything worse.
I feel like because it's that they're so like average right now. Like a Bengals fan, at least you get like I hate the Bengals, but at least you get like the emotional roller coaster of your first win. Like that's kind of cool. And
Well,
you're gonna get Joe Burrow, or Chase
Well,
Young.
the Colts are like their record right now. They're 6-6. They're on like a downward trend. They're gonna have a middle of the road draft pick. They don't have like a glaring need, but they also don't really stand out at anything except having like the best guard. Congrats.
Ah,
A really good guard. He's
I mean,
so
it's good. Yeah, he's the best offensive guard. But like,
the Trench Dogs.
I don't know how many. Never mind. He's a beast. I don't know.
All right, we'll move on. Game of the week: 49ers Ravens. This is probably
I
gonna
thought you
be.
were about to say the Eagles and the Dolphins.
That's what I was
That's the
expecting.
second game of the week. 49ers Ravens. Probably a very realistic potential Super Bowl. George Kittle, best tight end in the league. San Francisco's rushing attack still nasty. Lamar Jackson's probably gonna win MVP. Mark Ingram looks like unfinished gingerbread man, but goddamn, can he get you those extra yards? Baltimore's defense has actually really come online. I don't know what they've done. I guess
Probably HGH.
a lot of HGH has to be. I'm in such a bad position as a UK Steelers fan because Lamar Jackson's so nasty. He didn't have or he didn't really throw the ball necessarily great, but
The Pope got a signed Lamar Jackson jersey today.
Who did?
The Pope.
The Pope?
Yes, Pope Francis.
How? What?
The Archbishop of Baltimore was visiting Pope Francis and gave him a signed jersey.
Gotta teach that Pope L's down, baby. Let's go. I don't know. Baltimore looks so good. I don't like talking about them, but God, they're so good. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have anything on this.
Lamar Jackson's really good.
He's very fast.
He's so fast. Just like Lynn Bowden, baby. Let's go, Cats.
Yeah.
Bucks, Jags. Shout out Zach for Bucks getting a dub. I don't know if Jameis looked good. I just know they got a dub. Jameis,
He didn't throw a touchdown, or he didn't throw an interception, but he also didn't throw a touchdown.
he had a fumble. Can't get a clean game. Shout out to Jags for putting in Gardner. That's what you should have never benched him. He might not have been great, but he's a spark that your team just like needs. Fournette did one of his classic 2.7 rushing or yards per attempt rushing game. Does a lot of those. Didn't mind doing another one. I don't have a lot. If Zach was here, I'm sure he'd have some in depth. He has the Bucks sneaking in on his playoff machine. Don't know. That's too much. Got to go for that, Zach. Let me see. Hold on. I think you wanted me to say something. Ron Rivera to the. Oh, Zach says I would like to say, Ron Rivera to the Browns. Perfect fit. Eli will destroy the Eagles' playoff this weekend.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah, that would be. Hold on. All right, let's move on to. I'll let Cal tell me about how much joy you received from Eagles Dolphins. I want to.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I spent my whole Sunday, or at least for the first slate of games, on the Red Zone channel. So, I think it was. Did the kicker throw a touchdown to the punter?
The punter
I
threw
think
a
the
touchdown
kicker-
to the kicker.
the punter threw to the kicker.
That was awesome. Probably
That's how
that might have been the play of the year. Highlight of my Sunday for sure. That was super cool. Devontae Parker, L's down. He's still pretty good. Also, Fitzmagic, like it was bound to happen eventually. So
It had to.
I'm just glad it was against the Eagles.
God, what do you think they're gonna do with Wentz? Like he didn't play horrible or anything, but
I don't know. I guess if a team's gonna give you a first round pick from right now, I'd do it. Cause I don't know. I didn't like him from the beginning though.
I liked him more than Goff, but it might have just been me. I don't know. I don't think they should move on. 'Cause
They're definitely not going to move on.
they
Like,
need
can.
more. So they need receiver help. They need.
Like you say, they need receiver help, and like that's been a joke all year. But I'm looking at this. Alshon had 137
yeah, I'm
yards.
looking at that too.
That's crazy. Aguilar had
he
41.
probably had drops though. There's
All right, Aguilar or Alshon?
Aguilar.
Both, probably both.
JJ Arcega-Whiteside was supposed to be some stud for them. He hasn't really done anything all year. Got a touchdown, but he had 100-yard game. Or that was preseason. God damn, yeah, he hasn't done anything all year. I know. Miles Sanders is looking decent, so that's
Feed him the rock this week.
no. Are you starting him?
Yes.
No, Miles Sanders.
Feed him the rock.
Giants about to shut down Philly this
That's not
week.
happening. I think they're gonna have. The Phillies have a bounce back game this week. They're gonna win. They're gonna beat the Giants. How much are they behind in this division?
Is
it tied?
I think
The
they're
Cowboys are 6-6. The Eagles are 5-7.
Okay.
And the Cowboys have already beaten the Eagles once.
There you go. God, my phone is bumping. Why am I so popular during when we record? Shake my head. Stop texting me, Mom. All right.
Shout out Spencer's mom.
Shout out my mom. She made a wicked cheese board. Oh my god. Had this like truffle cheese or something. It was so good. Packers, Giants. Giants suck. Eli's starting.
Shermer sucks.
Shermer sucks. Fire Shermer.
I feel bad for Daniel Jones. Like, I don't really like him, but I feel bad for him. After the game, I don't know if anyone saw this. Aaron Rodgers came up to him during the handshake, and it was kind of sad because Daniel Jones just sitting there with his helmet on, looked really sad. Aaron Rodgers was like, "Hang in there, bud. Learn from the bad days, and hopefully that'll lead you to the good days," or something like that. Daniel Jones "Thank you, sir," and just walked away. It was the most awkward thing.
He
The
is
snow
not-
was awesome.
What?
The
snow game, baby.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Daniel Jones just hasn't really looked good. He's had one or two games where you're like, wow, maybe he's the guy.
He was good against the Bucks and has not been good since.
I know. He had 1 4-touchdown game. I don't remember when that was, but he had one.
Wonder what they're gonna draft.
I don't know. I thought they should have drafted Josh Allen and then just stuck with Eli. 'Cause I still don't think Daniel Jones is good.
I guess they gotta keep him now. I feel bad for him.
Rams, Cardinals. Cardinals suck again. Really bad. They had that one thing where
The Rams are back.
they're gonna compete. Rams are
I'm
back.
announcing
this
this now. The Rams are back.
There's no way they get in the playoffs.
No, they're messing around and making that 6th seed in the wild card.
I
You heard it here first.
So they're
Are they in it right now?
no.
They're
How-
gonna have
how
to
bad-
beat out the Packers for that spot, or the Vikings, because the Seahawks are not losing that spot, and neither are the Niners.
How far away are they from the 6th spot?
I have the
Before I make
the
this.
playoff picture pulled up.
The
Oh, that's where they
Rams,
are?
The Rams are in the hunt firmly. So
Who do they play the rest of the thing?
the Packers,
Yeah, who do they play?
they play the Redskins, the Bears, the Vikings, the Lions.
Click on the Rams.
This is some good in-depth analysis right now.
Yeah. Oh,
Seahawks, Cowboys, Niners, Cardinals. They're not making the playoffs, Hudson. Come on.
They're gonna be Seattle this week.
They're gonna beat
They're
Seattle.
gonna be Seattle this week.
Wow.
Lock that in. The Rams are beating Seattle on Sunday night.
I
They might not make the playoffs. I was wrong 5 seconds ago saying that because the Packers get to play
No
the
way.
Redskins and the Lions, but the Rams are beating the Seahawks this week.
firmly disagree, but
It's in LA. Night game.
night game 5 p.m. baby, 5 p.m.
Different team at night.
And the Coliseum will
Diff-
be bumping.
Different team at late afternoon. Speaking of teams that just have completely fallen off,
How-
the Raiders are so bad now.
Did either of y'all watch the Rams Cardinals game? I have a
I
question.
was traveling.
I was traveling too. Did you watch it, Spencer?
I'm gonna be honest.
Can you answer my question? How Blake Bortles had 1 carry and it was negative 10 yards. Do you know what that play was?
Maybe it was a muffed snap on a kick, and he kind of just went down.
Is
he the holder?
That's actually probably what happened.
He might be the holder.
I think the Rams.
Oh no, he got in probably at the end of the game because
Oh,
it's a
'cause they're being-
blowout. So
They're gonna beat Seattle this week. Lock that in.
I'm unlocking it for myself, but I'll let you lock it in for you. Did you guys know David Johnson's not even the starter for the Cardinals anymore?
I did know
It's
that.
Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, shocked. Some people drafted him like it's their first pick. That's crazy.
Imagine.
Imagine. Was it you?
Nope.
Oh, you.
I took Lev.
Yeah,
I
Lev.
traded him.
That wasn't much better.
But like I was saying,
No.
Raiders have just been like the Cardinals, where they're just getting like they just got 40 dropped in their dome piece like it was nothing.
Dumb piece.
I like that word.
I like it too.
Like, God, I think Carr, he was looking kind of good. His last 3 games, he's thrown 4 picks in his last 3 games. Definitely on a decline. I could see Gruden being like, "Thank God, this is the opportunity I have to, like, be able to get rid of Derek Carr." Josh Jacobs is a stud though. He could win offensive player or offensive.
I think he might.
I think he's probably gonna win offensive rookie of the year. I don't know. This game's pretty boring too.
Are they moving to? Will they be in Vegas like next year? They have 1 more year
I
there.
think that's the plan.
Maybe. I'll let you know. I'm going to Vegas for my birthday. I'll go check out the stadium. Be like, hey yo. Yeah, I don't really have anything about this game. This game's kind of boring. Let's move on to L.A. Denver. Phillip Rivers down late, 4th quarter. Can't make it. Can't pull through.
Who's surprised?
Who's surprised? I feel bad for him. Actually, I sometimes like Phillip Rivers. I sometimes don't. I like him right now, and his career is kind of done. Like, he pretty much has time to accumulate more passing yards and touchdowns, put himself up in that all-time rankings for like top 10 passing yards and touchdowns and whatnot. But he's never winning. Like, he might not win a playoff game for the rest of his career. Like, I just don't see it like happening.
I don't either. They're generously allowed to be in the hunt at 4-8.
They're in the hunt still?
That's what the NFL says. But the Redskins are also in the hunt at 3-9.
The
So
Redskins could win
this-
the division.
this might just be teams that haven't been mathematically eliminated.
That has to
The
be.
Falcons were sadly.
The Falcons are not in the hunt.
They're not in the hunt. Them and the Dolphins
Mm.
and the Giants.
There's
And
only 3
Bengals.
teams that are missing. That'd be 4.
The Jets will soon join them.
Texans, Patriots.
So,
Oh, Drew Lock threw 2 touchdowns.
so sentimental just watching teams fall out of the hunt. I was caught in a moment there.
It is a moment. Texans looked really good. against
Deshaun
the
Watson's
Patriots.
the man.
He is the man. I would agree.
Mhm.
D Hop's also the man.
James White, honorary the man.
Honorary the man. Honorary the man.
Mhm.
You never know how they're going to.
New kind of got locked down the first couple of quarters.
I'd
though.
agree. He had a passing touchdown though.
Yeah, I lost the fantasy game because of that.
Bounce back next week.
Yeah.
Patriots rushing offense is so weird because they have Sony Michel, James White, like they're always like, I don't know, they just have different like deployments for it. It's kind of weird. Brady did not look good that game. He ended up with 3 touchdowns like late, but that was just kind of like them trying to catch up at the end. I don't know. I think might be Brady's last year. I hope to God it is. I am. God damn.
I'm not completely out on them though. I feel like they can still wait.
Oh no, I'm not out on them either. Like they're still Texans, Patriots, Ravens. I don't know if there's any like other legitimate contenders in the AFC. It's nice to see another team other than just the Patriots and Ravens. But
Yeah.
Seattle pretty much curb stomped Minnesota until that kind of like little comeback at the end Minnesota had. Kirk 0-8 Monday Night Football. I'm sure everyone's seen like ESPN and everyone tweet that. Insane someone could be 0-8 on Monday Night Football. Kirk is. Didn't feed Dalvin enough. That's a big mistake. He's your best player.
He was kind of banged up, wasn't he?
He might have been, actually. Oh, I think he got injured. I think you're right.
Oh,
What's up?
never mind. We can get to it later.
I'm still, like I said, I'm super high on Seattle, super high on Russell Wilson. Chris Carson's good. They were in the bowl 38 times. Or 39.
It's like a Hudson
43
Madden
times.
offense.
Is that a Hudson Madden offense?
Yeah. It's pretty easy to stop though.
False.
Chris Carson's been really good all season for them. I don't know. DK Metcalf, great player.
Beast.
He's a beast. I don't know. I don't have a lot for this again. Like, I just think Seattle second best team in the NFC. I think the 49ers are the best team in the NFC. I predicted Seattle winning NFC way back when, and Hudson predicted 49ers.
The 49ers.
Yes.
Keep rolling with that.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. My favorite time. It's everyone's favorite time. Shout-outs and sponsors. Cal, I'll let you take it away first.
My shout-out this week is the city of Anaheim. They recently agreed to a contract to keep the Angels there till 2050. So if you're having
Mike
trouble,
Trout's never leaving.
if you were having trouble sleeping tonight about the future of Anaheim's economy, they're going to be all right.
Now go make the playoffs.
Yeah, my sponsor for this week is I'm not going to lie, I got paid to say this. A pretty nice amount of money. But I think people are sleeping on apple juice and just pouring milk on your cereal. Like, just pour apple juice on it. It's healthier, it tastes better, and it looks way cooler. So, sponsor
Do people
is
actually
apple
do
juice. Go ahead, Hudson.
Is that a real thing that people do?
Yes. It's very popular.
In Texas or like
Yes.
interesting?
I have one. First of all, I want to give a shout-out. It's a combo shout-out. So the initial shout-out goes to Spotify and... Oh, God. Goes to Spotify Wrapped. I'll bleep that out. Yeah. Oh, shout out to Spotify Wrapped, and then shout out to everyone sending me that The Pump Is Full is one of their top listened things on Spotify Wrapped. It means a lot to me. Couldn't do that without you all. Yeah, it's very exciting. Cal pulled up his like right before we started, and it was like you've listened to bang bang bang, and Pump Is Full popped up, and I was like, damn. That's a loyal.
I love listening to us talk.
It's this man. He's dedicated to our craft. Oh, I saw a tweet. If you don't follow me on Twitter, go ahead and follow me at Lazzle Razzle. You can check us out in our bio. But I just want to read this tweet I saw. It was talking about the hardest jobs in the world. Number one was podcaster.
Facts.
So shut the fuck up. This isn't for debate. I have the hardest job in the world. Thank you. Oh, wait. Also, quick shout out, ladies. I just put my fitted sheets on my bed in 12 minutes, so hit my line. Go ahead, Hud.
I guess my shout out of the week would probably be Josh Allen. He carried me to one of my fantasy league playoffs. Wasn't looking too hot at the beginning, but managed to slip in there with the 6th seed.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just kind of reading my tweets now, but I saw, no joke, I saw Matt Bevin at a movie theater. Governor Matt Bevin. I don't know what movie he was going to see, but my bet's on Ford versus Ferrari. I don't know what to do with this information, so I figured I'd share it. I don't know if I have anything else. I probably do. Probably don't. But if that's all. Oh no, we have one last thing. I'm gonna have to end Hudson's playoff run a little bit too early.
No.
After I take him out in fantasy football this week.
I don't know about that.
He's got someone on his side that knows a little bit more than most people do.
I'm sorry, Hudson. I didn't want to. I thought you were gonna take out Will.
I'm feeling confident. Not gonna lie. So
I've been on. All I'm saying is I started off the season 0-4, and I've ended. I've won my next 7 of 9.
I mean, I was not gonna lie. I was in last place of a division for like 5 weeks, and I made the playoffs. So some would say I got it out of the mud.
Yeah, damn. currently Hudson's 1.6 point favorite. Betting odds are officially coming out. I'm a 2.5 point dog. That's what Vegas says.
Who's the home team?
Me?
Oh, wow.
That doesn't matter.
Why not?
Hudson's got to come play in my dome.
I feel confident.
I
don't
think this game's going to come down to.
Julio, please play this weekend.
I think this game's going to come down to our quarterbacks, Tannehill versus Josh Allen.
Might not be my quarterback.
Oh.
I'm currently.
You're going to play golf against Seattle?
That may or may not be why I said they're going to win this week. But I also have another wild card on my bench.
If you play Darnold versus
I'm
Miami.
probably not going to play Mono Boy, but
You can only get it once. Right?
I think that's chicken
I don't know.
I feel
That's a
one of these quarterbacks is going to have a 20-point game. I don't know which one, but I hope I picked the right one to start.
Hopefully Godwin puts up one of his classic 35-point games for me. I need that.
Who?
Godwin.
Who's he playing? The Colts?
Indeed. Also, you're the one who told me Calvin.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley, his whole career has torn up the Panthers, so that's
Yeah.
great.
I got Le'Veon versus Miami, so you got DJ
I can't
Moore.
take you serious, though, with Tannehill as your starting quarterback.
Bro.
Right? I know he's been playing good, but when I see the name Ryan Tannehill going to a playoff game,
Bar him up.
Hey, Hudson, you won't be talking this time next week. That's all I gotta say.
Y'all should put a little wager on it, like something funny. I don't know, that could be good content.
Well, we currently both have a $200 prize pool on it.
I guess that's all right.
I don't know if you want to put anything on it, Hudson. I
we'll
don't want to
think
put
about it.
not money.
Yeah.
Maybe
Not
like
money.
a really bad haircut.
I-
Fades.
No, I'm not going to.
Oh, no.
I already
Oh.
finished off my. I went through a whole month having a bet riding on going to Cuts Online, and I completed it. I shaved off my mustache. I regret it immensely. Probably gonna grow it back. So I guess what's our time looking at? Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. So I guess just I wanted to get your all's opinions on the current playoff picture. Anyone you can see dropping, just how you see the seeds working out in the end. Let's start with the AFC. What's the picture for that? So, 1 and 2 seed, Ravens, Patriots. If it started right now, Steelers are playing at Houston and Bills are playing at Chiefs. Do you think any of these teams are going to drop? How are they going to move around? Just what are your thoughts on this?
Who's Pittsburgh have for their last 4 games?
So Pittsburgh's got their schedule right now. Oh, let me go find them. So I know they play Arizona next, so that's a dub. So theoretically, that should be a dub. They play Bills at home. That's a primetime game. They play Jets and they play Ravens, but the Ravens probably there's a chance they're sitting starters. I don't know about that one. So I think they're going to beat the Cardinals. I think we can beat the Bills because it's
Oh,
just
yeah. I'm going to keep riding with the Steelers because it's between them and the Titans right now. And the Titans play Houston, New Orleans, and then Houston again. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Steelers. They're in that 6th spot.
yeah.
Because I don't think Oakland's going to climb up there. Tennessee, I just said the 4 games. They play Oakland, Houston, Saints, and then Houston again.
Browns have an easy schedule, but
No.
Pittsburgh still has a 2-game lead on them. And also so I'm excited for that Bills game. It's gonna be
I just realized because the Steelers would be. Oh, never mind. I'm wrong.
that Bills game is gonna be the greatest 10-3 game we could ever get. It's gonna be such a slugfest. I'm excited for it. But I think this is probably gonna be our playoff picture, just cut and dry.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't know if the Ravens are even gonna drop another game.
Is there any chance the Bills jump the Patriots?
They're 9-3. They play them again.
Well,
There's a chance.
New England plays Kansas City this week.
What's their schedule right now?
Kansas City this week, then Cincinnati, then Buffalo, then Miami. So 2 hard ones, then 2 kind of easy ones.
So,
But I could very well see them going this week. It's the 4 o'clock. It's probably America's game of the week, wherever against Cincinnati, against Kansas City. I could see them going out there and them showing up to play. So I don't know.
if they, because the Bills would have to play in New England. I don't think the Bills are gonna beat. They just don't beat the Patriots.
Who?
The Bills just don't beat the Patriots. I don't
Yeah,
think
and it's in New England,
it's in New England.
and they'll be right after the Steelers game.
Yeah, I think I think it's possible.
I think the
I think-
Patriots will probably stay at that
I
spot.
was gonna say I think our current playoff picture is, I would say there's like 90% chances of what we're gonna end up getting, because I don't think anybody's jumping Kansas City.
Mm.
I think Houston's good to go. I mean, I think Houston and Kansas City, there's a small chance they might switch spots, but overall I think this is what we're gonna get. The NFC, on the other hand, there could be a lot changing up there. I think so. The only lock I have for this.
Well, the Saints are like a legitimate lock.
Oh
They won the division.
no! I'm
on
saying like
Thursday.
lock is, and this is like their
Oh,
their
yeah.
spot. Cowboys at 4. Cowboys will have the 4 seed. They're gonna win the division with the worst record. I can't.
Are they gonna have a losing record?
They could.
Remember the Rams did that a couple years ago.
The Panthers did. Panthers got in at 5-11. If you guys remember that,
When was that?
they played the Cardinals. That's when Palmer got hurt, and then Drew Stanton got hurt. Then Ryan Lindley was the quarterback for the Cardinals.
What a memory.
But I see Cowboys are definitely the 4 seed. I think the Packers could actually jump Green Bay. Do they play again?
You mean Green Bay could jump Minnesota?
No. Minnesota is the 6th seed. Green
You're
Bay's-
saying Minnesota could jump Green
Yeah.
Bay?
Mhm. Do they play again?
I'll see.
Or they already played twice.
I think
They play again in the second to last week on Monday Night Football.
Do they play in Minnesota?
2 days before Christmas. Christmas Eve. In
They-
Minnesota.
See, that's what I'm saying. I could see. I've been talking a lot of shit on Kirk, on Minnesota, but I could see them. I could see them jumping the Packers. I think it's a very realistic possibility. Shaping up, I think. I don't know. I think the Saints might actually end up getting the 1 seed. I don't think they're scared.
I mean, they play. They play San Francisco this week, but at home. Then Indianapolis at home. Then they have to go to Tennessee, and they finish at Carolina. So they very well could win all those games. They very well could lose to San Francisco and somehow lose to Indy and Tennessee. Like, they could win all those games. I don't think they're going to lose to Carolina, but at best they go 4-0 in this last stretch. At worst, they go 1-3. But I don't think they lose 3
Damn.
straight. I think they'll lose to San Francisco this week.
49ers have actually Saints, Falcons, Rams, Seahawks, pretty rough schedule for them.
yeah.
I think they actually might get stuck with the 5 seed,
Who?
the 49ers. I think Seattle's schedule, just because they have the Panthers and Cardinals, or they have the Cardinals instead of whoever the 49ers have to play the Saints, and the Seattle gets the Cardinals. I think their schedule is like pretty much the same aside from
Mhm.
that. So that could be like just a big difference, because that's like an extra free win for Seattle that they don't have to really worry about. I could see Seattle. I don't know. This one is such like just a toss up for me. I honestly don't know who I'd put. If I would adjust this at all. Only thing I'm for sure is your boys got the 4 seed.
Oh yeah. I'm about to make some noise too.
They're about to get a home game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Well,
if I may say so myself.
what would you do if the Redskins won that division?
Like,
We riot.
If
That's
all
what
hell
happens
breaks
if the
loose.
Redskins
All
win.
hell breaks loose.
I mean, that would suck for America more than it would for me. Because like they're not doing anything anyways.
I don't want to watch that.
I wouldn't want to upset either.
But the Rams are making the playoffs. They'll be
What's-
the 6th seed in the NFC. Lock it in.
Over the Vikings?
Yeah, they're jumping the Vikings. They're jumping the Vikings.
What's the record?
7-5. They just got their swagger back. Goff just threw 400 yards. He had 400 yards last week.
So are they beating the Seahawks this week?
Yes, I already said lock it in. They're beating the Seahawks on Sunday night.
Seattle won last time.
How many yards is Goff throwing for this week?
Depends if I start him in fantasy.
If you start him,
He's going off. He's having 400 again.
how many tutties?
They better all beat Robert Woods. So I know. I actually think they'll make the play. They're gonna make the playoffs because Minnesota plays. Oh shit. Well, they play Green Bay and Chicago. Those could both be
I think
lost.
Hudson's capping over
But
here.
the next 2 weeks they get to play Detroit and the Chargers. So
I don't know. I'm
gonna ride with the Rams that they get in the playoffs.
riding.
That's it for me for right now.
That's it.
Mic
Yeah.
drop.
Mic drop. All right.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys have anything you want to say before we sign off.
I don't think I have anything to
Cal,
say.
I want one sentence from you right now.
If you're listening to this before, I don't know, what time do you think you're gonna put this out tomorrow?
Oh, probably before 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Oh, cool. So if you're not busy tonight, come to the Seton Center and watch me get back into my bag of tricks against KA tonight, because you're listening to this on Thursday, December 5th. That's about it from me.
If anyone wants to sponsor us,
Yeah. Oh, also, had my first body armor last Sunday.
oh shit, that's big.
Yeah, it was pretty delicious.
Which flavor?
I had strawberry banana.
Damn, that's a solid start. Orange mango.
It was between fruit punch and strawberry banana.
Mm-hmm.
I chose strawberry banana because I thought it would be a little bit more exotic.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Orange mango. There's one that's like blueberry pomegranate. Oh, they're all so good.
I'm gonna have to dabble in those.
Dabbling in body armor is the best thing you can do to your body. Body armor. I don't know what I would have to do to get you all to sponsor me, to sponsor this podcast.
I'll do anything.
We'll do it. We'll
do anything.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. His mic's actually dropped. He's not picking that bitch back up. All right. So follow us on Twitter at Cal's got 2 mics.
Uh-oh.
Follow us on Twitter at pumpusfull. You can email us at pumpusfullpodcast@gmail.com. Make sure to listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube.
Whoa, we're on YouTube now?
We've been on YouTube for a while.
Wow.
Damn.
Where's the camera at?
Where is it? And yeah, make sure to if we're in your Spotify Wrapped, please tweet at us. There's nothing more I'd love than to see all this on Spotify Wrapped.
You're in mine.
That's what we like to hear. All right, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you all next time.